Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why I am done with the Titan event. And I know that there's still basically another 10 or 11 days left to go on this. But I've got to the point where I don't want to go any further. And I want to tell you exactly why. And if you're someone who does have Donatello, who have unlocked him recently, you might have seen my video from the other day where we did some testing a little bit on Mikey and Donnie. And I want to say that they're absolutely amazing. And I love the turtles and I can't wait to get more of them. And that's exactly why I am not pushing any further on this event. Because if you caught any of my other previous videos, that I am continuing to hoard for the, well, actually, we have a fusion event, probably a September fusion in about 2 weeks. But also the guaranteed turtles events, which are going to come later on. I want to talk about all that in today's video. But before we get started, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Get out from under that rock. Download using the QR code in the top right or in the link in the description to get Karato Fox Hunter for free. An amazing 3 epics with him, Ugo, Tagore, and Deacon Armstrong at account level 15, 30, and 40. That's not all, because you can also use the promo code Desert Queen to get the amazing Void Legendary Champion to Hanorak within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. So don't delay on that. That's 2 legendary, well, 3 if you count Mikey, actually. So great time to start playing Raid. Let's talk about where I'm at, right? So this is going for another 10 days. Week and 3 days here. Well, I guess we can, whatever you it says, week and 3 up here, week and 4 here. Anyways, I managed to get to my 600 points, which allowed me to get my 3 red Donnie Perfect Soul, which is exactly where I wanted to be. And I was looking at some of the reason why you don't need the 5. He's not a DPS character, and the bonuses that you get from 4 is crit damage, and 5 is resistance and accuracy. Now, he does not need accuracy at all. That being said, obviously a 5 red blessing would give you more blessing bonuses, like the actual blessing itself. And if you're running him with cruelty, this would help a little bit. But in the grand scheme of things, it's just not worth all the resources that you'd have to spend to get here. Doing the summon rush, which is starting tomorrow. We're going to talk about that as well, right? And all these things that would require gems or energy and shards to get a 5 red that you don't really need for him, which is why I'm going to be saving to get some of the other turtles and or this September fusion, which we're going to talk about in probably a separate video, because I do have some thoughts about that as well. Now, at 1,000 points, you could get this Last Laugh amulet from the new Forge set from this. I do want to kind of just look at this very briefly, though, in the relic index. You can kind of see it. I think it's down here, right? So the Last Laugh amulet, my head's a little bit in the way, but if we remove my box here, right, my box, there we go. Where has a 30% chance to activate a delay effect when receiving fatal damage. Now, my understanding of this is that basically that you kind of go into negative hit points a little bit, but if you can get a heal or heal back up, then it stops you from dying. Now, this seems nice, and it's probably really good in, I would say, more in arena, I think, rather than in PvE necessarily. I mean, it does have a flat attack boost, so that's good for DPS characters, but it's only a 30% chance to activate. You could probably realistically get it to 50 or 60%, I suppose, but it's not guaranteed. And so, I mean, it's a good item, but I have, personally, I have better for my main DPS characters, and it's okay, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get it. But that's just my thoughts. Anyways, on that one. So that's why I'm kind of holding still where I am. Now, as far as events going on right now, we just got a champion training event, which started today. There's nothing that I really want in there. So things that there's a little bit, but I have to go a bit high. I have nobody to upgrade right now. I'm in a weird spot where actually I've kind of finished upgrading most of the characters that I'm looking to upgrade. And I think maybe that's because I've been hoarding for so much on my shards, with the exception of ancient shards, which I blew. But that's maybe why I don't have any new champions to build right now. So I have 46 void shards. I have 20 primal shards, which I'm still holding. We're going to talk about why I think this is a trap here today. And 38 sacred shards, which is going to get me in a pretty good position, I think, for if that Leonardo Heroes Path event starts. I want to talk about some of the news right now, because this weekend for Summon Rush, there is going to be a 2x Primal Shard event for epics and legendaries only, and that is why I'm not going to bite. So I would contemplate biting if it was 2x including mythicals. This does not happen very often. I think the last time might have been 3 or 4 months ago. I'm not sure. It seems to happen every 3 to 4 months sometimes. The 2x primals is very, for mythicals, it's quite rare. But while I do like the rates for primals when it comes to this kind of stuff, I believe it's better than ancients, right? So we're going to 32% for an epic and 2% for a legendary. Primals are expensive. They're hard to come by, and so unless I'm getting a double on the mythical as well or 2x on everything, I'm not personally going to bite on that. There is a progressive chance coming this weekend as well, alongside the Summon Rush event too. There's some decent characters in here, but the thing about progressive chances is that it's still very rare. Shredder is also going to be in here, so they're going to chuck Shredder in here for another chance at your Void Shards, but I'm still going to hold the line and not spend my resources because I just don't like the idea of chance. I would be more preferable to a guaranteed event, which if the other info was correct, then we would be getting a Leo Heroes Path event at some point in October, early October, and then also a Raphael Dex of Fate. So I've been doing what I can actually to get as many soul stones, particularly immortal soul stones or any of the currency, eternal soul coins, this kind of stuff, to hold for Raphael's deck of fates that I think is still probably going to happen. And the more I have of that, the less I would have to potentially spend in dollars to get him unlocked. Even though I do feel that Raph is probably the fourth best, or in this case, the worst turtle of the bunch, I still want to get them because that's FOMO, right? Once they're gone, they're gone. That kind of thing. As far as other events going on right now with Shredder's Wrath, I did actually complete this past the pizza points because I wanted that Immortal Soulstone, so I did go ahead and do that. There is 500 here, but it's not a full Immortal Soulstone, right? So that's why I'm not going for it. And I don't really have anyone to build just now. The Fire Knight's turn attack, that's ending actually. Never mind. And then we have a Spider tournament starting, which I'm probably not going to. I haven't even seen the milestone yet, but I'm probably not going to do this because I've already hit my 600 points and I'm just going to save on my gems, right? For the next fusion event, what have you. And same with my mystery shards. I might actually be able to pass the next the summon events from the next fusion event with just using my mystery shards. So I'm hopeful about that as well. We'll see. And then we have gear enhancement right now and summon rush starting tomorrow. Now, if you go into the Plarium Play app, you can actually kind of see using the calendar what kind of other events are coming up. Right, you can see a little bit if you scroll past. So like this weekend, this is this weekend, and then like Monday, Tuesday, you can see a classic arena takedown starting on Saturday. There's going to be the Summon Rush down here. We have another Dungeon Divers, which is also going to be starting middle of Saturday as well. Dragon Tournament on Sunday after the Spider Tournament finishes. So there's a few other things that if you need points still, if you don't have the 600 points, or if you're pushing all the way, I'm not going to stop you from pushing past 600 points on this event, but I'm just not going for it anyways because I think concluding the Smart Fella Titans event, right, which is going to be on the 22nd, 23rd, around there, I think that they're going to basically announce the next fusion event, which will be around the end of September. I want to do a separate video about that because I have my speculations about who and maybe not who, but what that might be and what we might see as far as factions go. But it's going to be an entirely different video. So I'm just kind of holding the line right now. I'm not really going balls to the wall on anything at the moment. I'm kind of just saving up. I'm actually going back now that we have it. Did I succeed on my faction wars? I did. Okay, that's great. That's another thing that I'm working on right now. Faction wars. I am so close. I am 10 stars from Lydia. Here is my problem that I'm sitting at. I need to finish Shadowkin, final boss. I'm hoping that I'm very close to Lady Mikage. I just need one epic. I need 4 stars on Skinwalkers, which is running right now, but honestly, I'm not. I might be able to clear this 19, but I just don't think I have what it takes to clear 21. Having a big problem there. Actually, I got a 1 star on this, so I need to do. I don't know. I don't have any revive characters, so I'm kind of hurting on my Skinwalkers. You can take a look here on the bottom if anyone thinks that they see anything that I could use, but realistically, this is currently what I am using right now. So uh they're actually pretty decent champions, but I just for some reason can't carry this without somebody dying, and so that's a bit of the problem here. Don't have any resers for Skinwalker, so I'm hoping that the next fusion champion is a Skinwalker, but we'll talk about that more. Also, I need 3 more stars on Knight's Revenant on the very final boss. My damage just sucks. Apparently, I'm running Skull Crown, Sanisha, and Rector Drath, and apparently in a couple of others, but I just don't have the DPS. Apparently, I don't have a nuker. I need a nuker for Knights Revenant and to get me through that, I think, because the waves are just sucking. I have revivers. I just can't get through the actual waves. So I need to think about a Knights Rev nuker. That's kind of what I'm working on right now. Right. So in that between finishing off some Minotaur stuff on some of my characters and just holding the line, I guess, making some progress in my missions. My Romantu missions, which is kind of annoying because I need the gold bars. Maybe some people remember this mission. And then the Marius mission, which I'm going to be making progress on soon as well. So that's kind of keeping me occupied right now, and I just wanted to give people a little bit of an update about what I'm doing and kind of some of the stuff that I recommend waiting for. Honestly, I want to make sure, I said this in other videos, I want to make sure that I get all the turtles because they're just so far, even with 2, they're really good. So I'm holding the line, hopeful about Leo's event. Leo is definitely one I want the most, and I want a 5 red for him. I want to go all like balls to the wall, all in. I want to, if he's a path event, I want to get him unlocked. I want to get him a 5 red. That's why I have almost like 40 sacred shards, which I'm going to blow entirely just for him if he's still a hero's path event. And I'm looking very forward to having him on my roster because it's going to make a huge difference. And I just absolutely love this collab event. I'm actually having a blast. And so I just wanted to make this video and tell you how much I'm having fun, I guess. But I'm also waiting for more important events. So that's what I would recommend. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. But of course, before we go, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right of the screen to get Karato Fox Hunter for free, and 3 amazing epics to go alongside him: Ugo, Tagore, and Deacon Armstrong at account level 15, 30, and 40. And you can also get yourself the legendary Tuhanarak of the Barbarians faction, Void Legendary. Amazing. By using the promo code Desert Queen within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. That's it for me, everybody, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.